A new mini update has just released for Red Dead Online. It is 4 gigabytes in size, and there have been a few notable changes made that I think players will enjoy, because despite this small patch, it did do more than you may think, and today on the show we will be breaking down all of the changes this mini update has done to the game, and we also have reason to believe because of this that there are more fixes coming in the future that are on the way. All of that and more today, so welcome back to the channel everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed today's video, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So jumping into talking about this patch. First, TezFun2 came out with a tweet earlier that said we have a new security related patch that has gone live for Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC. The size is around 2 to 4 gigabytes, and the actual changes are 5 to 6 megabytes, but the lack of delta patching means a 1 megabyte change of 1 gigabyte file equals re-downloading the whole file. Patch note soon. And that's something we've seen in the past before, so whenever you see patches go live, even on PlayStation and Xbox, 2 to 4 gigabytes, or if they're even bigger, it doesn't mean that Rockstar is modifying that much data. It means you're just re-downloading a bunch of other files in a big folder basically to download like the latest version of the game, and you're just re-downloading that despite the actual changes and the data of those changes being much smaller potentially. That's what we see in normal DLCs as well, and so that isn't necessarily new. But when it comes to what these patch notes are, this is what I find pretty funny. This is the Red Dead Redemption 2 title update 1.31 patch notes, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, for the PC platform, February 7th, we had maintenance with general maintenance changes. That is it. Rockstar didn't go into more detail, but it sounds like they literally did nothing to the game at all. But I will have to say, we actually have a couple other things to talk about when it comes to big bug fixes that players are really going to be excited to hear about. But just on the note of the patch notes themselves and the title update patch notes, these are unhelpful. Rockstar does this a lot of times. If we can't rely on them to actually describe us good patch notes, then what's the use of the patch notes in the first place when it just comes to community members actually talking about and reporting on the actual in-game changes? For example, Red Dead Net came out with a tweet saying that a long-standing bug that soft lock your game when visiting a stable seems to have been fixed in today's Red Dead Online PC patch, and you can see the evidence of that within this video that they've linked. And overall, that's going to make a lot of players very happy and excited, because the stable bug where the game was basically soft locking or sometimes even hard locking for players on console, that has now been addressed. But remember, this patch is only for PC so far, and so that is why we should expect a PlayStation and an Xbox patch to go live at some point in the future. Either Rockstar support is going to announce it, or it's going to be a surprise update for those consoles as well. The one thing I'm not sure about is why did this patch come out just for PC right now and it didn't come out on console? Typically when we do have bug fixes that need to deploy and go live on all platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, they're all going to come out with the same day. The DLCs release on the same day for all platforms. When we got the new Skelding's Contract Telegram missions in September, and we had some other bug fixes, and that's initially when the stables broke, that title update released on all platforms essentially at the same time within a couple minutes of each other. But right now this update is only for PC, but I'm here to tell you that we should absolutely expect some fixes for console like PlayStation, Xbox, because the stables have been fixed on PC. And you know what else has been fixed on PC? The naturalist glitches with different animal sampling, where sometimes those stats won't track when you sample animals yourself. And then the other thing that seems to be changed as well is the hunting wagon has been fixed. Now, the hunting wagon wasn't glitched if you were in a solo session, and it really only has to do with the fact of being in a populated lobby. The naturalist bugs, those actually were in the game as an actual bug. You just couldn't get animal sampling naturalist challenges done and role challenges done because of the animal sampling, because of these glitches. But when it comes to the hunting wagon and when it comes to the stables, you would really run into these problems on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation when you're in a highly populated session. And so I'm here to report that if you are in a solo session, or if you're just in a low populated lobby, in a low populated session where there aren't a lot of people in your game, then you shouldn't run into these issues as much. It's still very much possible, but it's not going to be heavily consistent and basically every single time guaranteed, like if you were in a session that's almost filled. But when it comes to being on Xbox and PC, it's really hard for players to do little solo lobby methods like they used to do with the poker table and stuff, so players are forced to be in basically full public lobbies, and so they're going to run into the stable and the hunting wagon issues. And those have also been fixed on PC with this latest patch. So not only are we getting security security patches, and that is something that's come into the game because of the different mod menus in GTA. Red Dead is getting that same mod menu treatment here. Rockstar is patching several different security exploits. That's not mentioned in the patch notes as well, but it's now the same thing for Red Dead Online that's live in GTA Online, where now modders and cheaters can't actually spoof your ID, they can't spoof your social club name, they can't spoof your in-game name, they can't spoof your IP address or rank or level or anything like that, because all of that data is now being routed through Rockstar's servers. So despite Rockstar's unhelpful patch notes of just saying we perform general maintenance and that's it, this update has actually brought a lot of fixes and different changes to the game that's really good for the player base, because I was getting really concerned that if Rockstar wasn't introducing a security related title update for Red Dead Online, it would only be a matter of time before we see Red Dead Online's paid mod menus actually come into the game and introduce these exploits that GTA Online has seen, all these remote code exploits and partial remote code execution exploits over the past couple weeks that's decimated GTA Online on PC. I mean, it was an absolute disaster, and so to see those things come into the game now for Red Dead Online, that's good news. Overall, I just wanted to discuss how console will be getting these fixes soon, and overall I do find it very, very strange to see PC updated with these bug fixes and how console basically just didn't get the patch yet. It's only a matter of time though. I don't have news on if and when it's coming, but I do know that it is basically all but guaranteed that console will be getting these same fixes at some point. Maybe Rockstar's just waiting on Microsoft and PlayStation and Sony to basically certify those patches and those title updates before they get introduced to the game, and Rockstar isn't worried about timing all these things at the same time because they just wanted to get them out there for players ASAP. So I'd love to know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this latest mini update to Red Dead Online? For me, I'm really glad to see these changes no matter how late. It's good to see some security improvements arrive with the latest patch. I do really wish Rockstar would update their patch notes though, because as of the current moment they only say it's general maintenance when we know for sure stables are completely fixed on the PC platform. And then of course Red Dead Online received the same GTA treatment when it comes to peer-to-peer connection changes, where player names, social club IDs, Rockstar IDs, all of that, they're now routed through Rockstar game servers so they can no longer be spoofed by players. Mod menu users can only locally spoof their own details, but those changes would not appear for anyone else in the lobby. So it would be good to see the patch notes reflect that, so the player base that doesn't watch YouTube but does keep an eye on the Rockstar support page gets the full story here. I also wish the actual changes for the stable, the naturalist role, and the hunting wagon would be posted in the patch notes too, but perhaps they're waiting on the console patch if that does arrive soon. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And then of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask many questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. That being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.